had a dream, or at least it looked like a dream. It could have been a vision. I remember looking at the clock when I was awakened at 3 in the morning. The dream was of an elderly lady in Washington, D.C., and I actually became her as the tears flowed from my eyes. I saw the Secret Service men. They escorted her to a room which is in a lavishing hotel. She looked in the mirror and tears were in her eyes. And I remember what she said. She said, all of what I've done, all of what I've been through, all of what I've accomplished, and I'm still not happy, still not fulfilled. And I actually felt what this woman felt. And I slid out the bed onto my knees and began to pray, to intercede for her. And as I interceded for her and the tears flowed, I continued in prayer until finally I got a release. I don't know if laborers have been sent and she received Christ as her Savior, but something happened in that woman's life because I interceded for her. Also, Acts 2:17 says, and it shall come to pass in the last days, saith God, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Now this is in the Old Testament and the New Testament. And Romans 8:1 says, we then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak, and not to please ourselves. I was once again awakened from sleep with tears on my pillow. This time I was expressing through an Oriental woman in the dream. I believe she was to be Korean. And she was at an ironing board and ironing. Her deepest concern was her son. He was working in a sweatshop with no hope of any future. And with tears on my pillow, I fell to the floor and began to pray. I prayed until I got a release and then went back to bed. And it was 3 in the morning.